depth and leadership, rolling out the ball and hoping that everybody is healthy at the right time.
Absolutely, 3 players on this roster now with over 1,000 points as we get started, and North Carolina starts off with the ball. Our officials for tonight, Ed Zalaski, Mark Resch, and Crystal Apalanis. Coming into this ball game, Courtney Banghart is 22-0 in the month of November. That's during her tenure with North Carolina. Right away, Maria Gakdeng gets the ball on the inside, and that's going to be something Davidson has to answer quick.
And it's going to be tough to stop because you've got the size and presence of Gakdeng in there, and the length you see is going to be very difficult to match up.
You can see Reniya Kelly, the freshman that's in the starting lineup, the first freshman to start the opening game since Deja Kelly. As well as you're looking at the Davidson starting 5 as well. We mentioned Susie Rose Deegan at the top of the show and how she needs to be very good in tonight's match. Alyssa Ustby as well. Their returning scorer, and now Davidson on the board.
Well, you see they get right after it as well. I mean, this is a team that plays downhill. They will space you out with this motion offense where if you've got the ball in your hands and you've got a good shot, you are asked to take it. And if you aren't taking the shot, you'll probably take a seat.
We talked about the 102 points that North Carolina was able to put up over Gardner-Webb. 6 players in double figures, and Deja Kelly off the bounce is able to draw the foul.
Who's able to draw the foul. Something else that she's very good at is learning how to get contact, take it, and still get her shot off.
The senior for the Tar Heels, ranked as one of the top 25 players in the nation by ESPN.com. She's been able to come into the season with one of the hardest worker that Courtney Banghart was telling us about. Yes, she has a lot of the attention because of the NIL deals, but she's really put her foot forward as far as the leadership aspect and being one of the hardest workers for her teammates.
Carolina's just able to score from any position as well this year, Angel, and that's what Courtney Banghart is also excited about. And you know this, watching them last season, and Deja Kelly, Ustby, responsible for a lot of the production of the offense. And this year it allows Kelly to move off the ball some. She can have that freedom.
Banghart is excited about what this team can be this season. Last year they finished 22-11 overall, 11-7 in conference. This is a team that is putting up a lot of points to start. Alyssa Ustby couldn't find anything on the inside, but hits the triple on the outside.
Now she's got range coming off that game-high 18. Able to score a lot on the inside versus Wake, but here getting that range outside. And you're going to try to pull Gakdeng out. So then it opens up the paint for Davidson.
Donarski off the bounce, and she can just do it all, Brooke.
Tough. Right? You talk about somebody who wants to seek out contact. She wastes no dribbles. She wastes no movement in her feet. It's incredible.
Millie Prior was able to get the second chance opportunity for Davidson. Now has the rock in the paint, finds some room on the left side and gets the and one. I don't know, Brooke. It looks like she got away with a little bit of a chicken wing, as we used to call it.
Would that be a flat? Maybe, not exactly the drum.
Deja Kelly off the bounce to the right. A little hard off the back iron. It'll go back to the Wildcats. Here come the Wildcats. A little under 6 minutes to play in the first quarter. And another steal at the top of the key. Ustby again. This one, she likes the results.
She is a player who just never stops pursuing the ball.
Well, I think you were definitely in the conversation with Courtney Banghart and what she's discussed with her team, because she's excited about what she can add to this roster. Has 3 returning starters, added 8 newcomers to the team as well, 5 freshmen, but those 3 from the Power 5 school. Maria Gakdeng coming from Boston College. Lexi Donarski at Iowa State has just been huge in the first 2 games, off to a great start tonight. And then Indya Nivar from Stanford. We saw her knock down a beautiful half-court shot in their season opener as well. Off the bounce, what a take from Alyssa Ustby.
Right. Position, your feet can be moving, but you have to be there. The feet set is gone. We're not talking about that anymore. Legal guarding position means 2 feet on the floor with your torso facing the opponent.
Yeah, the restricted area. Indya Nivar in the ball game for the Tar Heels. From the outside, Paulina Parents knocks it down. Didn't take much time.
Paris can be money and deadly from range there. Played 30 minutes off the bench in their last game. Came away with 15 points.
How about the 3 triples? Yeah, absolutely, Brooke. So when you're looking at Lexi as well as Paulina Paris, 7 of those 3s they combined on.
Just good shovel pass. Screen. That's just playing ball, right? That's making a play, and that's another example of options that you have. Courtney Banghart knows we can play any style, we can face any style, and in those moments where we need a bucket, now we have options to go get it. Kelly's always willing to shoot and able to get that bucket just like this, but she can create for her teammates just as much. And they want to get it and go.
So been short on the shot.
We want to make Carolina play defensively half court, play a half court game, and offense too would probably suit them. So you see the scoring drought. Davidson still willing to attack the basket, trying to earn them, and showed out. That 3/4 court shot. Flicked her wrist.
I think she might have taken the bump too. It should have been an end. 10-point lead for the Tar Heels.
So even Nivar's physical presence there, right? How she bumps that screen, she causes a deflection. Even Davidson at bay, but they're still able to connect. That was a tough offensive set for Davidson there.
Yeah, it looked like Millie Prior was able to knock that one down, but she had to work for every inch of that point on the floor. Deja Kelly looking to respond, saw the lane, off the glass, and this one goes down as the last ticks off the clock go, and Deja Kelly last on the board in the quarter. Definitely worth of note.
I think that's what's fueling the offense is what you're seeing right now. You know, they are able to really generate so much energy and disrupt Davidson's offense that even though it might not be a direct turnover to a bucket, you know, Ustby's got a couple of steals. It's in-your-face defense. It's making the wing pass difficult. It's constantly boxing out and talking. So, yes, the overall defensive effort from Carolina is definitely fueling these nice shots that they're getting, that they desperately need right now.
But let's be very clear. Kayla McPherson is solid. Nivar trying to hold it down in the paint. You can see the double team now going across the way from Maddie Plank. They're just coming on in a back-to-back. She said, no, we conditioned for this. We're ready for it. We're not afraid. We're excited for the challenge.
It's the tremendous belief that they can play their game and win. You have to love that confidence. How about that dish?
McPherson sends it out. Paulina Paris just short, and a missed opportunity for the Tar Heels. Great defense on the other end.
You hear these fans getting excited, right? They're filling the stands, and so that's the kind of unselfish basketball they are so excited to see.
And the 3-ball has been heavily liked by both teams, but not shooting very well from either side.
Oh, Davidson
tipped it to herself.
Right, just played a game against Wake Forest yesterday, and Carolina kind of testing out those legs tonight as well. You're really starting to see, you know, what this team could be capable of this season. It's great to see so many options early on in the season.
Is there any concern coming into this game as far as pace, size, or just coming on in a back-to-back? She said, no, we conditioned for this. We're ready for it. We're not afraid. We're excited for the challenge.
It's the tremendous belief that they can play their game and win. You have to love that confidence. How about that dish?
Millie Prior said, I am ready at all times, as she gets the nice look underneath.
They're very familiar with this program, and another Australian player for the Davidson Wildcats.
Something that their coaching staff takes a liking to, as she's had 7 Australians on her roster in her tenure. 5 on the shot clock as Ustby was held up on the baseline. Paulina Paris going right, denied. And we'll see if they call it a shot clock violation, which they do. A great stop on the other end for the Wildcats, seeing some life on the defensive end. So now the Tar Heels dealing with a little bit of turnovers as they now are sitting at 5. Wildcats with 7. So Charlize Dunn shooting 80% from the free throw line this season. The 9th ranked international player in the class of 2022. Knocks down the first between Team USA and Duke at 8 Eastern. That is tonight. You definitely want to tune in. I know I'll be glued to the television. We've seen some amazing games all day long. We'll get into a couple of the upsets, but it's been a lot of fun to see just how women's basketball has picked up where they left off a season ago.
Okay, you said it best. When we were talking to Coach Banghart the other day, he said, it feels like we're playing March basketball right now. And I agree. Come on, Paris, with the 3 to emphasize this point. It's like the game has risen to a level where you turn on any game, Angel, the stands are packed. People are so excited. We're seeing 8 games on ABC everywhere, all over our networks. It's just awesome.
To start the season off in Paris, to kickstart the basketball season, not just women's basketball, but the basketball season with 2 dynamic coaches and Niele Ivey at Notre Dame. And how about South Carolina as a great one goes down for Susie Rose Deegan? Cuts it to a 7-point game, and the energy that we've been talking about across the board for women's basketball, Davidson said we're part of that action too.
Yeah, they sure did. I love the moxie to schedule 2 ACC teams back to back, even if it's early on in the season. And that speaks volumes about Coach and what she's willing to put her team up. She wants to test them, make sure that they're ready for postseason play. Gakdeng delivers.
Not sure who they're going to give that block to, but it was done by committee.
They said, well, share it.
But when you're looking at Ustby in her senior season, how she's evolved, known as just everything on the floor, has played 1 through 5 in high school, talked about her versatility, the Swiss Army knife for Courtney Banghart.
Coach Banghart's telling us that defensively and pace, she's right at the WNBA level. They've had a lot of evaluation and feedback from scouts. I think as she increases her offensive game and moves, her footwork, just increasing that game and range, she's definitely primed for WNBA.
So 6 points for Deja Kelly, but the 5 assists are what's most impressive. You talked about how she doesn't have to do it all at this point. On the other end, a foul.
Kelly able to read the defense there.
2 featured ACC men's basketball matchups. First, Bucknell takes on number 2.
Good job staying step for step.
Donarski is cooled off from outside.
And you see too, Angel, you can tell when somebody's been in the gym and shot the ball 10,000 plus times. When she misses, it's barely a miss, right? It rolls around the rim. It's a centimeter off.
Suffin outside, already hit a trick.
Wouldn't be surprised to see Carolina, if they score here, perhaps throw on that full court press and disrupt that energy this last minute going into halftime.
Approaching the 1-minute mark, Donarski sends it off to Indya Nivar.
They're so good defensively, we've seen it. They catch fire on that end, it fuels their offense.
Indya Nivar so far in this season is 100% from the free throw line.
Hear all that talking? It just fuels the fire. I love to hear players chatting it up on defense.
Indya Nivar is able to put herself in a position for the steal.
Steps.
Izzy Morgan trying to slow things down, use more of the clock. The spin by Dunn sends it back out. Maddie Plank couldn't get that to go. A lot of contact, a heave, nothing there. And Deja Kelly comes out with 6 seconds left. Deja, 2 seconds, steps back, 3 off the glass and just short.
Almost had it.
And that will be the end of the first.
Producer Paul Irvin told me I should tell it. They can close on Sunday. However, Paris said, it's okay. There's an ATM drive-through that's still open for me, and I'll take it.
You know, on campuses everywhere, you have to have that all access.
Come on.
To the account. And Paulina Paris has definitely cashed. Susie Rose Deegan trying to weave her way through the paint. Couldn't connect off the glass. As Reniya Kelly.
Kelly followed by the finish from Gakdeng. And Kelly with some good help side defense. She disrupted the play and helped create a bad shot for Davidson or a contested shot, and then that led to the fast break. I'm not rushed. I got 3 seconds in here. To me, that's a lifetime. What she can create, and look at her efficiency too. 5 of 7 from the floor.
Was 6 in the A10 and scoring a season ago, averaged about 16 points per game, double figures, Brooke, in all but 4 games. So definitely the anchor
because of the way that she can change directions, that right to left crossover, pull up, and it's got just enough fade that if you're a taller player, ooh, that sounded good.
It did. Ellie Suffin once again. The transfer from NC State. Spent 2 years there, the 5-star recruit coming out as well.
We mentioned, getting to that WNBA level, she's going to have to just be able to make plays. It doesn't have to be the focal point on offense, as Deja Kelly.
For Virginia Tech to be the reigning champs in the ACC in their performance with Georgia Amore getting a 30-burger, as well as Elizabeth Kitley with another double-double in their loss to Iowa.
The national spotlight, like she wants it. She's ready. She's had that 31 points against Iowa. Of course, Kitley, incredible player, and Virginia Tech, glad to see her come back. Hannah Hidalgo, a fantastic freshman at Notre Dame. You have got to see this young lady play. She just had 26.
Everyone wants to see what Louisville will look like without Haley Van Lith at the helm, as well as Ustby is short on the layup. So long story short, Brooke, there's a lot of talent in the ACC. That possession is Ustby. Dives to the basket with the left, and that's just out. Maria Gakdeng.
You can get that tap. And you know that the help side's there. Ustby's going to be there. So prepare. She can take that kind of risk.
Charlie's done the floater. So a bit of a reset at the top of the key for the Tar Heels. Ustby swings it around the perimeter. Deja Kelly, 10 points. Paris, Helena Paris was the only freshman on the roster for the Tar Heels last season, and you would think that she is a seasoned vet now in year 2.
She sure handles it like that, right? I mean, what a great pass, too, down low to Gakdeng. Unable to finish, but yeah, Paris plays like a vet.
Deja Kelly at the rim, draws the foul. Featured ACC men's basketball matchups. First, Bucknell takes on number 2 Duke in Durham at 6 Eastern. Then UC Riverside is in Chapel Hill. Duke just taking a loss at home against the Arizona Wildcats. Duke didn't lose a game at home all season last year. So John Shire going back to the drawing board for the Blue Devils. Less than 10 seconds on the shot clock.
Yes. Clap it up for yourself, Ustby. That was great defensive position.
Ustby demanding the ball on the inside. Going into that bucket gives them their biggest lead of the night. Response triple on the other side. No good. Suffin with the rebound. Blocked by Ustby. That's still in bounds, and it'll go to the Tar Heels. What a series by Alyssa Ustby. North Carolina sitting at 50 points and a nice run at this point. 6-0 run over the last minute and 30 seconds of play.
Kelly calling for the high ball screen. And wanted to take that drive. She's been extra physical in this quarter.
And not just Deja Kelly, but the team has just continued to do. Obviously, has been remarkable in the offseason success.
Opportunities in moments where you can put teams away. You don't want to give a Davidson an opportunity to beat you in the early preseason. You want to establish who you are, the top 20 team from the start.
Charlie's done from the right wing, drains it.
You left it there, Angel. We aren't done. The pun was there. I'll take it.
I like it.
I
do like it. However you want me to set you up, partner, I got you. For the Wildcats and Maria Gakdeng, something that she was able to.
Could Ustby going after the ball, almost making the play.
Gakdeng missing the first free throw for the Tar Heels tonight. Less than 10 on the shot clock. Top of the key, another 3 by Suffin this time. This is a team that does not go away.
And Sutphin
less than a minute in the third.
Yeah, not going away. Hasn't missed the three. And Donarski says, I will match you. Yes.
Lexi Donarski has entered the chat.
Come on, open it up. Let's go.
It's been all offense and a bit of a seesaw that we've seen in the third quarter. Less than 30 seconds in the frame. 15 on the shot clock for the Tar Heels as Deja Kelly pulls up Pat and Tua and knocks it down.
How about that step back? You thought she was going to finish left and go all the way to the rim. And then pow, that strong step back. 16, 4, and 6. Complete night. And it's not over.
They can't hold for the last shot. Deegan working on the inside. Look to dish it up. Wilbur, stay tuned. We will soon find out.
Teasing them. Stick around. No bathroom breaks yet, audience.
With an exhibition contest between Team USA and Duke at 8 Eastern. Run the play.
I'm just saying. Yep.
Instead, Deja gets it. Heave. And that will do it for the end of the third. This final quarter of play, bro.
Davidson has found a way to get open shots, especially from deep, and Sutphin has launched. She is 4 of 4 from behind the line. And this is exactly what Courtney Banghart was telling us about. They're able to spread the floor. Good defensive play.
After that Ustby block, they will get it back underneath. Charlie's done surveying and almost picked off again by Ustby.
She's got incredible length, doesn't she? She puts her wingspan out defensively. It is hard to pass around her.
Standing at 6'1", but she plays more like she's 6'5".
And perhaps it's just her sense of knowing where the ball's going to be all the time.
I mean, she can just kind of do it all. Looking at her bio. Yeah. Plays the piano, can juggle. The Wildcats have their mantra going into this season. Share, shoot, and stifle. You've seen some stifling defense at certain points in this ball game. As Ustby couldn't get that one to fall, and that was tipped back in by the Wildcats.
And you kind of saw for Carolina, it really was just Indya Nivar down there rebounding. And without, perhaps want to put Gakdeng in there, I think we'll see her pretty soon. Paris, try to create that way.
Elena Paris was able to get a hand on it. Won't be a reset. Less than 10 seconds for the Wildcats. They send it on the inside. Indya Nivar is trying to see if she can hold it. As Millie Prior. The prep for college football Saturday, highlighted by Syracuse and Georgia Tech. That starts at 4 Eastern. That game is right here on the AC Network. Saturday night at 8 Eastern, as we have a 2-possession ball game. The Wildcats with the rock.
Once again, the Wildcats able to stay alive through rebounding. 13 offensive boards.
Everyone has the green light because they worked for it.
It was an off-balance fadeaway shot, and she made that look effortless.
Millie Prior, now with 14 points, has a new career high. A foul.
Take a little step back for herself.
Deja Kelly steps up coming into this ball game. A team that said we're not going to be counted out. We've been tested. They play in a tough schedule as well, and 8-10 points so far.
Nice up and under move. No finish there. That was another good shot for Davidson. This is Carolina in their fast break. That's what they want. And every possession matters. Indya Nivar trying to get the Carolina Tar Heels back in.
Also perfect from the line. The sophomore out of Apex, North Carolina. Gatorade Player of the Year from North Carolina. Davidson right now outscoring Carolina in this quarter. Rebound and takes the...
not only the first shot, but the second one here with the offensive board.
And at this point, Davidson outscoring Carolina.
Second chance points have been big tonight. And Davidson's got 14 of them off of 14 rebounds.
And that Lexi Donarski 4-3. We've been saying it for a while now.
Donarski for 3.
On the other end, Morgan now has 7 points in this ball game.
Yeah, Morgan, no fear. Going in at 5'10", challenging the 6'3" Gakdeng. Uses her length to keep that play alive.
Donarski lined it up once again, this one with different results. And here come the Wildcats. Down 4, the largest lead for North Carolina was 13. Corner, done. Another one!
How about that cross-court pass, Angel? The spacing that Davidson is able to execute offensively is really stretching Carolina out. And finding a corner 3 off a bullet pass.
A 1-point game, the turnover in the paint, and in this possession, the Wildcats can take the lead. You almost think you have to get done the rock. They do. She gets another one. Unbelievable play by Charlize Dunn, now with 5 triples. They're outscoring the Tar Heels in the fourth quarter, 15-4. 10 triples on the night, 5 from Dunn, who is shooting over 60% from long distance. A strip underneath. They wanted it to be a strip on the other end.
If you're Carolina and Courtney Banghart right now, what you want to see is that pressure in defense and really that attitude of, we know that urgency is here, right? You want to see that sense of urgency come alive right now.
Stoppage of play. It looks like it'll stay with the Wildcats.
Definitely breaks up the rhythm for Carolina and plays to the advantage of Davidson.
That might have been a heat check at the top of the key. Deja Kelly leading the charge, pulls up mid-range, bucket.
And Kelly, being the leader she is, right, you start to feel she's going to take over this game. You want the ball in her hands, you want her to create, find the hot hand with Deja Kelly. This is her takeover time.
Doubling the points she had in the first. Now she's sitting with 12 points.
Carolina showing the zone now.
So 18 total for Deja Kelly off the glass. Just rolls in. A nice one by Millie Prior, who continues to build on her now career high.
I mean, just the answers from Davidson, the shots of creativity. As Kelly almost gets it, and Ustby the follow. Exclamation point.
Track race right now. Unbelievable play we've been seeing going back and forth. 4 lead changes. We've been tied 2 times, and it feels like that's been the case here in the fourth quarter, but the Wildcats caught that one up with their 11th turnover of the ball game. The Tar Heels looking to make some separation in this possession. The pop out, Donarski. What more do you want from the new face for the Tar Heels?
I love the point after. It was like, yo, you see me, you know I'm gonna hit that shot, you trust me. And Deja Kelly found her. I asked her if we're okay with her calling her that, but just the way that she plays, right? It's so businesslike, and it was a basketball decision for her to come to Carolina. She asked for more film, made her decision, and the rest is history.
Ustby streaking in for another rebound, timely. They can take more time off the clock.
Talk about her ability to read the basketball again. Read it perfectly.
Deja Kelly looking for an angle. Mishandles the ball. We'll see who comes out. Wildcats end up with the ball. 11th turnover for the Tar Heels. And an offensive foul. So Deja Kelly coughs it up on the other end.
Getting the ball back for Carolina. What matters most.
Yeah, one of the points of emphasis for the officials coming into this season, that's one of the top 3, screening as well as traveling, and that's something that was a good call for them, and the Tar Heels get the ball back, taking more time off the clock as we're now at a minute to play in the ball game. Lexi Donarski with the ball at the top of the key, trying to go at the rim, denied.
Now will Davidson try to take the three or that first shot available. It's that quick two. And now the possibility for an and one to make this a 1-point game, Angel. A minute or under a minute to go. Let's check out again this position. Millie Prior able to kind of work and get Maria Gakdeng up the lane. And then use that seal for the pass in the lane to open up.
That's what it looked like, Brooke. Just a deflection for Gakdeng. Actually put her in a better position to get a good angle at the rim. So now just a 1-point game. 40 seconds to go. And we've got another thrilling one coming down the stretch.
You probably see Paris up at the top, but I'd imagine you bring Gakdeng up for a high ball screen unless you want to use Paris and try to get a two-drive situation out of it. Kelly or Paris can take it off the drive.
Deja Kelly looking to come off the drive. Deja just off the mark. And the free throws that have been missed have been in the second half for the Tar Heels. So keeps the door open for just a one-possession game.
You look back, Carolina 13 of 19 overall tonight, but Ustby saving the day in the possession for Carolina, perhaps. Yeah, it's incredible. I mean, just watch the way she's able to get under Maddie Plank, quick with it, quick and powerful. And she is incredibly athletic.
Carolina have not been nice.
Whew. You have a sense Donarski almost in disbelief.
They were shooting 100% from the free throw line in the first half, now sitting at 61%.
You know, how did we find ourselves in this position, a 1-point game? You know, you give a lot of credit to Davidson and their ability to show up and hit shots, big shots, when they matter, to get some stops. Defensively, that young lady right there, Charlize Dunn, had a big night, especially from behind the three-point line. She fouled out. You know, but Carolina can easily look back at this game and say, hey, we are at this moment in time 13 of 22 from the free throw line. So to go, as you mentioned, Angel, from perfect to 60%, big drop.
You can see the crowd saying, finally, a free throw goes down. So this is the third player at the free throw line for the Tar Heels, and Maria Gakdeng is able to knock down those two.
And Coach Fultz reminded, stay present, let's go, stay in the moment. What will they draw up here? With that timeout, they can advance the ball.
Foul at the top of the key. Both teams are in the bonus, so for Deja Kelly, putting her at the free throw line, and it looks like Deja Kelly picks up the foul there.
Now, I don't think that was part of Carolina's strategy to try to, of course, eliminate a potential three to go for two, knowing Davidson's pretty solid team under pressure at the line. I would be surprised, to see even Davidson kind of throw up some pressure here for court, especially they have to get that turnover rate.
So now the Tar Heels with 2 timeouts as they use one to advance the ball. The foul is going to go on the side. This one is going to put Lexi Donarski at the free throw line.
See a couple of deep
went
breaths.
0 for 2 in the first game. Oof. That one rolls in though. Shooter's touch, Brooke. You know about that.
Little friendly bounce on the home rim. Come on. The new home.
9.7. This one's huge. Can make it a 2-possession game, and she knocks it down. Wildcats have to go the distance of the floor without a timeout. Izzy Morgan. Stop, sends it. Step back, blocked by Nivar, and that will do it for the game. It was almost like you saw Deja Kelly come up with it, but it is Indya